Let's go Niners. Let's go Niners. Let's go Niners. Let's go Niners. Faithful Niner Empire. What's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jay in the Bay. And what a magnificent Saturday it is. Playoff football is about 2 hours away. 49ers and Packers meet up in the divisional round of the playoffs in Lambeau Field, where I hear that the temperature is with the wind chill could be below freezing temperature. So shout out to all the faithful, the Niner Empire who are out there at Lambeau Field representing the red and gold. You guys are very, very dedicated. Man, also shout out to everyone watching Jay and the Bay Facebook, Jay and the Bay YouTube, Jay and the Bay Twitter. Appreciate all the support. And if you guys are ready, you guys and gals are ready for some 49ers Packers playoff football, make sure you hit that like button. I would appreciate it. Let people know that you're enjoying the stream and feel free to share it out as well. But the time has come, 2 hours away. Can't wait for the game. I want to see a lively chat. I appreciate everyone who is in the chat today, leaving me your comments, what you think about the game, what are your keys to victory. Feel free to leave those in the comment section. We have Stunner Fillmore in the building. What's good? I know Stunner Fillmore is excited about this game, and I know he can't wait for kickoff. Appreciate you for tuning in to the stream. We also have Dan Castillo in the building. What's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, man. You ready for some 49er Packers playoff football? I know you are. Dan says, we ready? Let's get this big W. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got Tommy Huxley in the house. What's good? What's up, Tommy? How you doing, man? Tommy says, what's good? I hope this isn't our last game. Tommy's never optimistic about the team. But we'll see what happens today, Tommy. I mean, I think we have a very good chance to win this game, against the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, they got Aaron Rodgers. He's a beast, all-pro player, potential MVP candidate. Well, he's the MVP candidate, but potential MVP winner this year. But I think we got something for him. He's definitely going to have to watch out for this defensive line that's going to get after him. And I think we're just a much better team than we were week 3. And in week 3, we only lost by 2 points, So this will be a close game, no doubt. But I think we got something for them good old Green Bay Packers. That's right. And for those who are wondering about the weather in Green Bay, now in California, it doesn't really get cold compared to, the East Coast. Like our cold here is about maybe 30 degrees at worst. But for the Green Bay weather in Wisconsin, it's going to look a little something like this. This is what the Green Bay weather forecast is going to look like. And the Green Bay weather, it says it should be a 1 degree Fahrenheit and a slight chance of snow flurries. Winds will be throughout the day that will blow at least 11 to 17 miles per hour wind with gusts up to 28 miles per hour. During the game, though, it's expected to be about 8 to 10 miles per hour winds. So that's not too bad. And people are wondering, well, how will the cold affect the players? That's a great question. I think wind will probably affect them much more as far as throwing the ball accurately, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be a huge issue in today's game with only 8 to 10 miles per hour gusts. Obviously, it could increase, but I think we've got a game plan. We have players that can travel. We've got the great running game. We got the great defense, and those things travel in any weather. So I'm not concerned at all. I'm excited for this game. And I think it'll be very close. I know a lot of people are picking the Green Bay Packers, but I like our chances. That's for sure. I like our chances. I'm not scared of the Green Bay Packers. We also have KD in the building. What's good? Thanks for tuning into the stream, Corey Davis. How is your Saturday going? I know you can't wait for this game, man. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Let's see, R&R Dominguez. Thank you for what you do out there on the road, man. You're keeping this country going. Truckers, man, they need to be seen. They need to be shown more love. That's for sure, man. You guys keep this country rolling. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Stay safe out there on the road. R&R Dominguez says, I got my app programmed, ready to go. He says, on the road, headed to Idaho, man. Safe travels, man. Safe travels. Thank you for what you do. Let's see. Tommy Huxley says, you think DJ Jones comes out mad today? Man, DJ Jones, go DJ. That's my DJ. Go DJ. Man, DJ Jones is having a fantastic year. Don't you agree, Faithful? DJ Jones is having an incredible year. Hopefully we'll be able to re-sign him next year. I mean, DJ Jones, is it possible DJ Jones could command about $8 to $10 million a year from a team out in free agency? That's very possible. We've already signed Eric Armstead to big money. We know Nick Bosa's contract's coming up. Kinlaw's on a first round draft pick, contract. So do we have the money to re-sign DJ Jones? Hopefully. But that's a lot of money invested into the defensive line. And I know we got to invest more money in this secondary. So we'll see what happens. But DJ Jones, man, it's a great problem to have. When you have talent, you got to re-sign them. But, hats off to DJ Jones, whether or not he plays here next year. But he's had a hell of a season. And I'm looking forward to what DJ Jones can do against this Green Bay Packers offensive line and the rest of the defensive line. Y'all know we go about 8 to 10 deep on the defensive line. So, man, I can't wait to see what we can do and disrupt Aaron Rodgers and that Packers offense. R&R Dominguez, I looked at 10 a.m. It was minus 10. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy up in there in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Those are brave 49ers fans who are out there. And also, hey, the Packers fans as well. We got John in the house. What's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, John. He says, thoughts on contract extension for Tyshawn. Not sure who you're talking about, John. Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. Who are you talking about? Tyshawn. I'm not sure who you're referring to. But let me know in them comments. We got Pale Time in the building. Good luck to your LA Rams tomorrow against some good old Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What's good? Pale Time says, hey, Jay, good luck tonight. Hopefully for a 49ers Rams showdown. Are you really hoping for a 49ers versus Rams showdown, Pale Time? You sure you want that again, the third time this year? I don't know if you want that, Pale Time. But good luck to your team tomorrow, man. Hayden Shorts. What's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream. He says, hi, Jay and the Bay. Good luck for your 49ers coming from Ramley. Hey, good luck to your Rams tomorrow. Yeah, man, we're going to need, we are going up against an all-pro player. Three all-pro players. Devondre Campbell, the middle linebacker for the Packers. He's an all-pro at the middle linebacker position. He led the Packers in tackles. Also, of course, Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. So we are going up against very talented players, a very talented team. But I think the 49ers got something for them. That's what I think. And we got to talk about – we have to talk about the 49ers and Packers week 3 and beyond. We know we played each other week 3 of the season. The Niners were able to get a lead. And, Aaron Rodgers did what Aaron Rodgers does. He led his team with about 40 seconds left down the field and got them in position for a game-winning field goal. Now, during that game, our starting running back was Trey Sermon. Now, there's definitely a difference between Trey Sermon running the ball and Elijah Mitchell. I think we can agree with that, right? The Packers have yet to see, or they've yet to experience Elijah Mitchell on the field. And Elijah Mitchell, he's a beast, man. 6th round pick. What a steal we got for him. But there's definitely, when Elijah Mitchell's on the field, he just raises this offense to another level. That's what it comes down to. Trey Sermon, I'm not out on Trey Sermon, but I just think Elijah Mitchell right now is better. Jeff Wilson Jr. is better. And, of course, right now we're giving carries to Deebo Samuel. So this Packers defense did not see the likes of Elijah Mitchell, did not see Deebo Samuel. Well, Deebo Samuel, he had 2 carries in that game, week 3. But there's no doubt Deebo Samuel has a role in this offense in running the ball. Make no mistake about it. He's going to get his 8 to 10 carries a game. And this Packers defense, I don't think they're ready for it. This Packers defense also gives up about 4.7 yards per carry. I think that benefits the 49ers. Don't you guys think so? Also, Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings has a role in this offense. He was not used the way he is now in week 3. Juwan Jennings, I believe 23 or 24 out of his 27 catches have resulted in a first down or a touchdown. Last week, Juwan Jennings, 3 catches, all on third down. Jimmy and Juwan have a great rapport. They trust each other, and it's definitely a beautiful thing to see. We have an established third wide receiver that the Packers will have to account for. And these are just the 3 changes on offense that weren't at our disposal week 3 versus the Packers. Also on defense, Dre Greenlaw was not available. Josh Norman was our starting cornerback. So that's already a huge change right there. Ambry Thomas will be in today. We'll see how long he can go. I know he had the bone bruise, but hopefully he'll give it his all. Emmanuel Mosley will be there as well. And also, this will only be the 3rd game that Azeez, Fred, and Dre Greenlaw have all played together. And I think this is probably the best linebacking core in the NFL. All 3 players complement each other well. And the defense is just raised to another level when all 3 players can play. So this is something that the Packers have not experienced yet. And let's be real, faithful. The defensive line outside of Bosa wasn't playing how it is now. It was basically Bosa or bust in the first half of the season. Armstead, he was doing good. DJ Jones was doing good, but they weren't able to get that outside edge rush that Bosa would provide. Arden Key wasn't really sacking the quarterback. Samson wasn't really doing that. But the last 6 weeks, this defensive line has been able to not only stop the run, but also get after the quarterback. And we know the Packers want to run the ball with Dillon and Aaron Jones. So that's what's changed since week 3. This is a completely different team. The Packers, they're also getting some players back. Bakhtiari, I believe he'll be playing the left tackle. He played 2 weeks ago in Detroit. They might be getting Jair Alexander, but Alexander, the corner, he hasn't played since the first week of October. So not sure what to expect from him, but this Niners team is a completely different team. Make no mistake about it. It's a completely different team with the added weapons of Elijah, Debo running the ball, this defensive line getting after the quarterback. We are a top 5 sack team in the NFL. So, and I think we're much better than we were week 3, and we only lost by 2 points. So we'll see what the Green Bay Packers have in store for us, in today's game. But I think this 49ers team is it's almost like night and day, almost night and day. Let's get back to the good old comments. Tommy Huxley says, I'm seeing Brady getting it done tomorrow, so we don't have to embarrass the Lambs again. It's funny. The Buccaneers have some injuries on their offensive line. The Rams are definitely the healthier team. I think the Rams will probably win. And wouldn't that be something? 49ers versus Rams, the 3rd time. Hey, I'm ready for it. There's no NFC team that scares me. I'm not worried about the Packers, not worried about the Rams or the Buccaneers. So, hey, I'm not concerned. Let's see. Let's continue on. Okay. John says Debo Samuel. LOL. Tyshawn is his real name. I thought that name sounded familiar, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I just wanted you to clarify. Oh yeah, I mean we should definitely re-sign Debo Samuel, aka Tyshawn. Absolutely, man. Definitely we should re-sign him. He is he brings a certain physicality to this 49ers offense that most offensive players don't really do. Most offensive players aren't physical like Debo. He will not go down after the first tackle. He's looking to run someone over. And, are the Packers corners, are they going to be ready and willing to tackle Debo? We'll see, man. We shall see. But, definitely we should re-sign Debo. That needs to be a priority because he's well worth it. We know he's a jack of all trades. Hell, he can throw touchdown passes. He can run the ball, catch the ball. So, no doubt, we should definitely re-sign Debo Samuel. What do you think, Josh? Should we re-sign Debo, let me know in them comments. Payo Time says, oh, I want it. So you want that rematch between the Rams and Niners? Okay. Payo Time says, what is your go-to snack while watching football? I would say, talking about just a snack, I would say popcorn. Popcorn is probably my favorite. That's definitely my go-to snack. Hayden Shorts, he says, I want some revenge on the 49ers. You sure you want that, Hayden? You sure you want that, man? I don't know if Rams fans want that. If I was y'all, I wouldn't want it. But hey, we'll see, man. I'm down for it. I have no problem with that. Tommy Huxley says, Payo, we live in your guys' head. We make you run 3 straight running plays for no gain. Tommy says Ramsey comes out to tackle Debo and knocks himself down. That's funny. Oh, man. Tommy says, Hayden, next time we won't be spotting you 17 points. I can agree with that. We got JR Meadows in the building. What's good? JR says Niners win 27-13. Okay, I think it's going to be a little bit closer, but I love your optimism, man. That's for sure. Tommy's, he says, but I'll be honest, I don't want to play the Lambs again. Beating a team 3 times in a season is near impossible. Example, Bucks and Saints. The Saints pretty much no, you're right. I believe that was last year where the Saints and Bucks, they played 3 times, of course, 2 times in the division. The Saints beat the Bucks twice in the regular season, and then the Buccaneers beat the Saints in the playoffs. So, yeah, I mean, it would be tough. But hey, if we got to go through the Rams, hey, to get to the Super Bowl, hey, I'm down, man. That's for sure. Dan Castillo, he's got a prediction for the game today. He says he can see Ambry Thomas getting the pick. Hey, that would be 2 games in a row. I like that, man. I like that a lot. Looks like Tommy Huxley says JR Meadows, I hope so, in regards to that prediction. What's your prediction for the game, Tommy? Let me know in them comments. Let's see. We got David V63 in the building. What's good? Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. DV, how is your day going? Hopefully all is well for you. I know you're geeked up for the game. I appreciate that. Appreciate you coming into the stream today. If everyone watching, let me know. Give me one key for victory for the 49ers. What is one thing that the 49ers need to do in order to ensure a victory today? Go ahead and leave your response to that question. One key victory or one key thing that the 49ers need to do to get a victory. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll start it off. But go ahead, leave that in the comments. One key for 49ers victory. What is your one key? Let me know in them comments. So for myself, I'm going to say it's going to be very, very, very imperative for the 49ers to win the turnover battle. I don't want to see any Jimmy interceptions, no Jimmy fumbles, no fumbles on special teams. It's going to be very important for the 49ers to win the turnover battle. We can't afford to give this Packers offense more opportunities to score. So that's going to be my one key is turnovers. Got to win the turnover battle, got to take care of the football. And hell, maybe the defense can get some turnovers on this Packers offense. But I think that's going to be key. I don't want to give Aaron Rodgers and this offense an extra possession. So if you're in the chat right now, feel free. One key for a 49ers victory. What's your one key? Let me know in the comment section. We have Crazy Juice in the house. What's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, Crazy. How was your Saturday going? Hopefully all is well. Tommy Huxley. All right. Tommy Huxley's giving me a prediction for today's game. All right. I like that, Tommy. Tommy's got the 49ers winning 30-29. All right. I like that. Crazy Juice says, let's go Niners, baby. 100. Exactly. Tommy's key for a 49ers victory is getting pressure on A-Rod. That's very important. We can't allow A-Rod to sit in the pocket 4, 5, 6 seconds, survey the field, because he's going to find an open receiver. It's going to be very important for this 49ers defensive line Bosa, Armstead, DJ Jones, Samson, Arden Key, Givens, Street. I believe Maurice Hurst will play today. I think Jordan Willis is questionable, so I'm not sure if he'll play, but we're going to need all those guys to, establish that line of scrimmage, get after the quarterback, and slow down the run. When Bosa got injured, also Charles Omenwehu as well. When Bosa got injured last week against the Cowboys, this 49ers defensive line didn't really miss a beat. They were still getting after Dak Prescott and still, getting pressure on him and not allowing him to be comfortable in the pocket. So that's a great key for 49ers victory, Tommy. Get pressure on A-Rod. I completely agree. David V says A-Rod going to be ghost busting all game. Okay. All right. Tommy like that. Niner Faithful. What's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream today, Niner Faithful. He says we're undefeated when Debo carries the ball at least 7 times. I mean, hey, Debo, he's averaging about 6 or 7 yards per carry. Teams, it's funny. The Packers, they know what the 49ers want to do. They know that the 49ers want to run the ball with Mitchell and Debo, but they're not going to be able to stop it. This Packers run defense allows 4.7 yards per carry. What do you think one of the best rushing offenses in the NFL is going to do to them? So if you're in the chat, feel free, leave a response to what's one key for 49ers victory today. My key was win the turnover battle. Tommy's was got to get pressure on A-Rod. Very correct. Great key. Niner Faithful says plus Bosa getting to A-Rod will definitely help. Absolutely. And speaking of Bosa, we got to talk about the injury report. Definitely got to talk about that. Let me pull this up real quick because there were injuries on both sides or both teams, I should say. Both teams had injuries. Let me pull that up real quick. All right, let me blow up this screen for you guys. But fortunately, I mean, I think this is one of the healthiest games that we'll be playing as far as the talent who's playing. And as I mentioned before, this will be only, I believe, the third game where Greenlaw, Warner, and Aziz will all be playing. And there's no doubt this team is much better when all 3 players at that linebacker position are playing. All of them complement each other well. And, of course, they're led by Fred Warner. But Nick Bosa, he suffered that very, very nasty concussion. That looked pretty bad. That looked very bad. He ran into DJ Jones or DJ Jones ran into him. Friendly fire, but fortunately, Nick Bosa is able to recover from that concussion, and he's suited up and he's active. He's ready to go. Defensive end Jordan Willis, not 100% sure if he'll be active. We know he's not a starter right now, so even when he did come in, it was maybe about 10 to 12 snaps a game. But he was productive in his ability to pass rush. Cornerback Ambry Thomas, this is huge because this team, I feel, much better with Ambry Thomas in at corner. Other than, or I should say besides Josh Norman. We know Josh Norman. Hey, I give Josh Norman credit. Great peanut puncher. He can hit that football out, create some turnovers. But when he's not doing that, how does he benefit the team? He gave up a fake punt last week where everyone in the stadium and everyone watching at home knew, why are the Cowboys punting the ball right now? There's no way they're punting. This is a fake. All Josh Norman had to do was just watch his man. That's all he had to do. But if Josh Norman's not punching out the ball, he's either getting pass interference penalties or he's just getting burnt. So Ambry Thomas is a huge upgrade at that cornerback spot opposite of Emmanuel Mosley. But these are the only injuries right now for the 49ers. We know Fred Warner, hey, he had that low ankle sprain. We know about Jimmy's shoulder and thumb, but they are not on the injury report. So they obviously are good to go. Let's see. Also, we have to talk about the Green Bay Packers injuries. Obviously, MVS, their wide receiver. MVS, he has a back injury. He is doubtful to play. He didn't practice all week. And MVS is their deep threat. He's a guy that can stretch the field. But honestly, with him not in the lineup, they don't really have a deep threat. They'll just have to rely on possession receivers like Devontae Adams, like Lazard, and also offensive tackle David Bakhtiari. He's got the knee injury. He's coming back from a torn ACL. He did play 2 weeks ago against the Detroit Lions, but he did not practice all week. But I would be surprised if he does not play. I'll say that. I would be surprised if he does not play. Also, cornerback, their best cornerback, Jair Alexander, who's been out with a shoulder injury since the first week of October, is expected to play. But what exactly is he going to bring to the table? He hasn't played in 3 months, and he's ready to play playoff football at the highest level. I don't know. I don't know if Jair Alexander wants to tackle, Deebo Samuel running full speed at him. I don't know if he's ready for that. But these are the injuries for the game. And we'll see what type of impact these players have when they're not 100%. But let's be real. No one's 100% at this point in the season. Let's get back to them comments. Let's see. Niner Faithful gives his prediction for the game. He's got the Niners winning 26-24 with a Robbie Gould field goal, and we return the favor for that week 3 loss. I like that. And, kudos, shout out to Robbie Gould. He has been excelling, I would say, the last month. He even punted in the game against, I think that was the game against the Rams, where he was used as a punter because Mitch suffered a concussion. Robbie Gould was also perfect for his field goal. So, Robbie Gould has been playing really well. And there's one team that has a worse special teams, in all the rankings of the NFL, and that team is the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers special teams are worse than the 49ers. And Kyle Shanahan said it best when talking about the special teams. Just don't lose the game for us, special teams. Just don't lose the game for us. Be disciplined. Don't give up any fake punts. Don't fumble the ball on special teams. That coordinator Hightower, his jobs, security is not looking very high right now. I think he's been with Shanahan since Shanahan has been here, but they've got to make a change in the offseason. They got to change something because special teams was a disappointment this year. Make no mistake about it. KD is offering us his prediction for the game. He's got the Niners winning 31-24. I like that. All right. I like that. And yeah, I was watching that Bengals Titans game before I came on. And I think the Bengals are winning that game. But yeah, that's a great game. That's on right now. That's for sure. Let's see. We got Tommy says, do we see any Lance packages? The slackers are not that good versus mobile quarterbacks. This is Jimmy G's show. I would be shocked if we see Trey Lance. Unless, now, if Jimmy is 100% throughout the whole game, I don't think there's any chance we see Trey Lance. I've been thinking like you, Tommy, hey, maybe we'll see Trey against Dallas. Maybe we'll see Trey against Tennessee. But Shanahan is all in 100% on Jimmy G. And, I don't think we'll see Trey Lance as long as Jimmy stays healthy. And hopefully we see a accurate Jimmy G today. Hopefully we don't see any Jimmy no throws, but that might be asking for too much because we know they're coming. We definitely know they're coming. Zadarius Smith, the edge rusher from the Green Bay Packers, I believe he will be playing. I know he was activated off of the injury reserve. I think that was on Friday. He was activated off the injury reserve on Friday. So, yeah, I believe Zadarius Smith will be active. He will be ready to go. And I think the Green Bay Packers are also getting Whitney Merciless back, another edge rusher. But these guys haven't played all year. Zadarius Smith, he's played one game this year, and that was September 12th against the Saints. That's all he's done this whole year. Zadarius Smith has been hurt the entire year, so I don't know what type of an impact you can really expect from him. And if you look at Whitney Merciless, I believe the Green Bay Packers traded for him from the Houston Texans. And Whitney Merciless hasn't played since November 14th against the Seahawks. So they are getting some guys back, but they haven't played. They haven't played for, for months at a time. So I just don't know what to realistically expect from these players when they haven't played for months. I think it's unrealistic to say they're going to come in and they're going to dominate the game. I just don't see that happening. But they will be active. We got SG Sports Talk Channel in the building. What's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, SG. How is your Saturday going? Hopefully all is well. Appreciate the kind words, SG. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. I like the background too. You got the Niners, you got the Packers going head to head. Speaking of Kittle, hopefully we can see more of George Kittle in this game. I mean, yeah, he's going to be a great blocker. We know that, but let's get him involved in the passing game. There's nobody on the Packers who can guard George Kittle one-on-one. George Kittle is a mismatch nightmare for all opposing defenses. I love that Juwan Jennings is getting, more catches in, for the past month. He's got a good rapport with Jimmy, but let's add Kittle to the mix. Let's dial up some plays for Kittle. Let him get going. So hopefully we see that in today's game. Tommy says, can we get a kickoff return for a tutty? They are dead last in special teams. Hey, you never know. You got two of the worst special teams units playing in today's game. So, I mean, we'll see, man. Two of the worst. We'll see. I think Travis Benjamin, he had a punt return that went for maybe about 10, 15 yards last week. So, hey, that was good to see. Definitely good to see. Looks like SG Sports Talk Channel is giving us a prediction for today's game. He's got the Niners winning 65-40. Wow. That's going to be a high-scoring game, SG Sports. We'll see what happens, man. David V, I think it'll be a combination of Travis Benjamin returning. We may see Deebo Samuel out there, because this is, one of the worst special teams unit. But, man, I don't know if we can afford – hey, anyone can get hurt at any given time, whatever, but Deebo Samuel is a huge part of this offense. I don't know if we want to use him on special teams. I just don't know if we want to do that. If it was up to me, I wouldn't have him on special teams. He's too valuable of a runner and a receiver to use on special teams. But the 49ers, they need to get a returner in the offseason this year, whether it be draft, free agency. We need to get someone who specializes in punt return and kick return and let them go to work. We need someone like Ted Ginn Jr. That was the last person who I believe was an elite returner. I believe Ted Ginn Jr. had a special teams touchdown as well. So we need someone like that. Someone that can flip the field, someone that we can start past our 50, or past our, not just at our 25, So I think we definitely need to invest resources in getting a return specialist. But it should be Benjamin, and maybe we'll see Deebo back there. But I think it'll be mostly Travis Benjamin back there. SG with a great question. Who do you think will step up for the 49ers today? That's a great question. That's a great question. I'm not sure. I think I might have to get back to you on that. Who I think will step up, because I perceive that question to be someone who hasn't played well within the past few weeks, as someone who kind of plays better than what they've done. So I have to get back to you on that, SG. Appreciate you letting me know the score of the Bengals-Titans game, man. SG says, I would love to see the Packers freeze at Lambeau. Oh, man. David V, what's the story about getting DJ Reed back? I did not hear about that, David. I did not hear about DJ Reed. I hadn't heard about that. I didn't even know. DJ Reed, he's from Bakersfield. So Cali born. I know he was with the Niners. We cut him, and then the Seahawks picked him up. He could be a free agent, so that could be why there could be rumors of us bringing him back. But we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. David McNew, what's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream. David McNew, he's giving me a key to victory for the faithful, the Niner Empire. David says we need a clean game from Jimmy G to beat them slackers. I would agree with you. And that was one of my keys as well. Got to win the turnover battle. And mostly when I think of turnovers, I'm thinking of Jimmy G, the man who touches the ball on every snap. Jimmy's got to throw accurately and don't turn the ball over. We can't afford to give this Packers offense more opportunities to score on us. We just can't afford it. And Jimmy, man, Jimmy, just play a clean game, man. Can we get a clean game from Jimmy? I agree with you, David. Let's get a clean game from Jimmy, man. Let's see. SG says, I hope Kittle gets the first touchdown and dives into the end zone full of Skittles and celebrates with all his teammates. Hey, I'm down with that. I'll take that right now. David V says they won't kick to Debo. Okay. Hey, I mean, honestly, with the way our special teams have been, I feel like Shanahan, just don't lose the game. So I'll be willing to take the ball at the 25 on a kickoff or call for a fair catch on a punt. Just don't lose the game for us, man, because we've got to play a pretty damn near perfect game. One thing that I noticed in week 3 against the Packers that we have to clean up is our defensive pass interference penalties. Y'all know we led the league with defensive pass interference penalties, but I think we've kind of cleaned that up the last month to 6 weeks, especially that Josh Norman's not in there. Emmanuel Mosley, he's looking good. Ambry Thomas, he's looking good as a rookie corner. Wish we could have got him in sooner, right? K'Wan Williams is back at that slot. Dante Johnson, he's filled in, somewhat well when he's had to come in. So that's another thing. Gotta be able to play disciplined football and don't have too many penalties. David V, I would love for this to be the Jimmy G show. Man, hey, Jimmy G versus Aaron Rodgers. Just don't. I think ideally, if at the end of this game, if Jimmy G only throws the ball 22 times, I think the 49ers win this game, or at least less than 25 times. If we're able to run the ball, which the Packers' run defense is putrid, they can't stop the run, faithful. Then Jimmy G doesn't have to throw as much, and we'll be able to control the clock, keep Aaron Rodgers and that offense off the field. That's got to be the game plan today. Tommy, how many rush attempts are we having today? So I believe last week against Dallas, we had 38. And the first meeting between these two teams, Elijah Mitchell was not active. Deebo Samuel only had 2 carries. And Trey Sermon was our starting running back. So I'll pretty much guarantee we're going to have a lot more carries than we did week 3 against this same Packers defense. I say we have, I'm going to say 33 carries. We get 33 carries, we should be able to win this game. We got Livy's World in the building. What's good? Livy's World says, what's good? Go, Jimmy. Go, go, go. Go, Jimmy. Go, go, go. Let's get it. Thank you for your continued support, Livy's World. Hopefully we'll be saying that, go, Jimmy, go, 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 and not, no, Jimmy, no, no, no. So hopefully we will see that. SG Sports, who are your top 5 49ers of all time? Whew, man, that's a great question. Great question. It's got to be T.O.'s my number 1, no doubt. Terrell Owens my number 1. Probably next say Jerry Rice. Whew. Man. Next I would say Steve Young. Got to be Joe Montana, right? Got to be Joe Montana. And my number 5, I wish he would have played longer for the 49ers, but I got to go with prime time. That's my top 5. David V says, run the ball 46 times. Man, that would be incredible. That would be incredible if we ran the ball
45 times. I don't know if we've done that all year though. But hey, that would be incredible if we could run the ball. Because if we ran the ball that many times, man, we would control the time of possession probably, at least 35, 37 minutes if we ran the ball that amount of times. But I don't think we ran the ball that amount of times all year. I don't believe so. But hey, there's a first for everything, right? Definitely a first for everything. And in that game against the Packers, I'm just looking up the stats real quick. We only ran the ball for 67 yards. That was the second lowest rushing output that we had all year against Green Bay. But look we didn't have Elijah Mitchell and Debo wasn't running the rock. So this will be a completely different game, I believe. Last week, we ran the ball for 169 rushing yards. The week before that, 135. The week before that, 175. So this is definitely, we know it, faithful. This is one of the best offensive rushing attacks in the NFL, and I don't think the Packers are ready for it. I don't think they'll be ready for it. Tommy Huxley agrees with David V. He says that would be awesome. I'd have to look it up. Tommy Huxley, I'm not sure if it was that many carries, but it was at least 38, 39, I believe, at least. But we just completely won at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be definitely a huge key, for this game. Now, we do have to talk about what the Packers do well. Obviously, they got Aaron Rodgers. They got Devontae Adams. They got Lazard. But I didn't really notice, but they got a pretty good running game outside of Aaron Jones. Big running back named Dylan. 6', 247. That's a big man. He's going to be running full speed at the 49ers defenders. Now, obviously, we've done a great job against the run. But there's no doubt the Packers offense, they will try to run the ball. But we got to hit Dylan and Jones before they get to the linebackers. We got to hit them at the line of scrimmage. Don't let them get a full head of steam. And I'm not really concerned about Aaron Jones. He's a good running back. They used him in the slot as a receiver as well. I'm more worried about Dylan. But this Packers defense, they got Rashawn Gary leads the team in sacks with 9.5 sacks. They have an all-pro middle linebacker in Campbell, 146 tackles. So we know the Packers aren't a slouch. They won their division. They got the number 1 seed in the playoffs. But I think we're ready for them. I think we got something for them. And the main thing is they can't stop the run. That's going to be the huge difference in this game, faithful. 49ers run game versus the Packers defense. That's going to be the number one, I think, deciding factor in this game other than turnovers. And we're going to have to run the ball. We're going to have to run the ball at least 35 times, I would say, at least, in order to beat this team. And when we run the ball, we're keeping the ball away from the Packers offense. And that's another part of our defense. Let's see. Tommy Huxley says the wide back, a.k.a. Deebo Samuel, runs for 90 times today or 90 yards. Interesting. Okay. Hey, I'll take that right now. I'll take that. Dan Castillo. I think our linebackers have a big game. Rodgers coming off with that quick release. I could see some turnovers. Yeah. And that's an excellent strategy and a great point, Dan, that the Packers used in week 3 to negate the 49ers, pass rush. Rodgers got rid of the ball, I believe, in 2.5 seconds, the fastest he's ever done. And the way to negate that, I think, is, you play bump and run coverage, not necessarily man, because we're not very good in man. We play a lot of zone coverage, but, bump and run the receiver and, watch between the 5 and 10 yard mark, because that's when Rodgers will be throwing the ball. I don't think he'll have time to throw the ball, more than I don't think he'll have time in the pocket to wait, 4 to 6 seconds to look for an open receiver. I don't think he'll have that time up against this pass rush. So great comment though, Dan. He definitely will try to throw the ball quick. But we got all our linebackers back. We got Aziz. We got Fred. We got Dre Greenlaw. So we're ready for it. I think we'll be just fine. I agree with you, SG Sports Talk. I'm elated. I can't wait for this game, man. Appreciate you for coming on today. But, man, I can't wait. Yes, David V. Al-Shire is back. That's right. J.R. Meadow says, let's put some cheese on that steak. All right, man. I'm down with that. Yeah. Aziz played last game. Yes, he did. But Greenlaw was out. Greenlaw was out the last time we played the Green Bay Packers week 3. You know, Greenlaw, this is only his 3rd game played. It might be 4th. I think he played week 1 against Detroit. He came back in the middle of the season, but he got re-injured. And then he came back against the Rams. So this would be Greenlaw's actually 5th game that he's played, but this would be the 3rd time, I believe, all 3 linebackers played at the same time: Aziz, Fred, and Greenlaw. So I'm glad that all 3 of our linebackers are back, man. Man, thoughts on Dre Greenlaw, man? He is a thumper. He runs sideline to sideline. I love his physicalness. He's aggressive at the point of attack. You know, he just got to, play up to the whistle, He did have some penalties against the Rams, but man, he flashed. He definitely flashed on the TV. Dre Greenlaw, Aziz, and Fred Warner. That's a great linebacker tandem. Hopefully we'll have these 3 guys for you. Well, we'll definitely have Fred, and hopefully we re-sign Aziz. I think we're in talks with re-signing Aziz, and I'm not sure how many years left on the contract that Dre Greenlaw has, but man, hopefully these guys can stay healthy because they're one of the best tackling linebacking crews in the league, and they can do everything on the field that you need a linebacker to do. John, hopefully we can capitalize in the red zone and get touchdowns as opposed to field goals like last night. I agree with you, man. Completely agree with you. We allowed Dallas to stay in the game because we did not get touchdowns early and often. We settled for field goals. I don't know if we can beat this team if Robbie Gould has to kick 5 field goals, 5 extra points I'm cool with, but 5 field goals, I don't know if we can win this game if we do that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't know if we can win this game if we have 5 field goals from Robbie Gould. We're going to have to capitalize with touchdowns. I completely agree with John. David V says, Bosa, Eric, Key, Samson, DJ going to eat. I completely agree with you, bro. Completely agree with you. And we have to talk about Aaron Rodgers versus the 49ers secondary. Does that worry you, faithful? Aaron Rodgers going up against this secondary. What's changed since week 3? Josh Norman's no longer starting. Hell, he's not even really taking defensive snaps. Josh Norman is on special teams. That's a plus right there. Ambry Thomas has filled in well. He only allowed 2 catches versus the Dallas Cowboys last week, and they have pretty good core receivers. So Ambry Thomas is an upgrade. I like Emmanuel Mosley, K'Wan Williams. So I think our secondary is fine. Y'all know I love to say a secondary's best friend is the pass rush. Definitely going to have to get after Rodgers, make him feel uncomfortable, and make him work to get a throw off. It definitely won't be easy, that's for sure. No doubt, Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Fame talent. But if we can get after him, we can definitely have our way with him. That's for sure. And I believe last game against the Packers, week 3, we only had 1 sack. I think we'll get more sacks in this game for sure. That's for sure. We got to talk about Jay's keys to victory. And I would love to hear you guys' keys to victory as well. And if you haven't, make sure you leave your score prediction in the comments. But we got to talk about Jay's keys to victory for the 49ers and Packers playoff game. Number 1, y'all know it, faithful. Got to run the ball. Week 3, no Elijah Mitchell. Deebo Samuel didn't run the ball. Well, he did, but there's only 2 carries. This offense has found its identity. It's executing at the highest level. Run the ball, keep Aaron Rodgers' offense off the field, win the time of possession. Hopefully we see Jeff Wilson Jr., but it seems like Shanahan only wants to ride with Elijah Mitchell and Debo at this time. Hopefully we see Jeff Wilson Jr. Should be all hands on deck. We should be running the ball, maybe a 70-30 split. So if there's 40 plays, or let's say there's 50 total offensive plays, hopefully we run at least 30, 32 times and the rest pass. So, man, hopefully Mitchell, Debo, and Jeff Wilson Jr. are used today for this running game, because the Packers don't defend the run well. We know it, faithful. Averaging 4.7 yards per carry to opponents. What do you think they're going to do against the best running offense in the NFL? I can't wait man. I can't wait. I appreciate Tommy. If you're enjoying the stream, you're ready for some 49ers Packers football, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I would appreciate it. SG Sports says, I really wanted to see this playoff game take place at Levi's against the Packers. Well, we could have had that come to fruition, but we didn't take care of our business, SG. We lost too many games in the regular season to have a home, to have the playoffs throughout to have the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. We lost way too many games for that. I think the Packers finished the regular season 13-4. So, yeah. But, yeah, I appreciate that. SG says his first key to victory is that we have to run the ball, man. Hey, great minds think alike, SG. My second is we got to win the turnover battle. We can't afford to give this team, the Green Bay Packers, more opportunities with the football. We just can't. We can't allow it. When I think of turnovers, unfortunately, I think of Jimmy G. Can we get a clean game from Jimmy? The overthrows, the interceptions. We're going to need Jimmy to play a pretty good game. I don't think he'll throw the ball more than 30 times, not even more than 25 times. But the throws that he does make, they got to be accurate. They got to be on target. And they got to be to players in white jerseys, man. So let's see. Number 3, win in the trenches. This 49ers offensive line is going to have to create holes for this running game, which I'm confident that they can do versus any team. Also, we have to be able to create a clean pocket that Jimmy can throw from. Obviously, the best offensive line I feel like is Trent Williams, Lincoln Tomlinson, Alex Mack. I think he's doing pretty good. I think those are our 3 best offensive linemen. Now, Brunskill and Compton, they've been – I say this, Brunskill has been kind of up and down. He's been better lately, but I think Compton, he's been probably more consistent than Brunskill. But they're going to have their hands full. These Green Bay Packers can rush the passer, and we're going to have to create a clean pocket that Jimmy can throw from. But we got to win in the trenches. We got to punch them in the mouth. We've done it before. We can do it again, especially in 2019. But that's, completely different teams, whatever. But that's what we need to do. We got to win in the trenches and, punch them in the mouth. That's for sure. Number 4, go, Jimmy. Go, go, go. Hopefully we get a clean game from Jimmy. That's what I'm hoping for. Clean game from Jimmy. Accurate game from Jimmy. We've seen him do it. Can he put 4 quarters worth of clean, accurate, no interceptions football, no turnovers football? Hopefully we see that from Jimmy G today. That's what I'm hoping for. Number 5, the last key to victory for Jay in the Bay. It's the most important down in football. I think y'all know it, faithful. It's 3rd down. This 49ers team needs to be able to get off the field. The defense, I should say. This 49ers defense needs to be able to get off the field against this Packers offense. They are a pretty good 3rd down offense. Rodgers, he's a magician back there. He's one of the greats to ever do it. But this 49ers defense is going to have to be able to get off the field on 3rd down. Hopefully we see a few 3 and outs, especially early on. I think, honestly, that's when the 49ers defense is best in the first half. Sometimes we falter a little bit in the second half, but got to be able to get off the field on 3rd down. That's for sure. And offensively, part of our defense, we're going to have to keep the ball away from Rodgers. Well, how do you do that? You got to be able to convert on 3rd downs when those downs present themselves. And hopefully there'll be manageable third downs, like 3rd and 3, 3rd and 5, something less than that. And if we do that, I think we'll definitely have a victory Saturday. Hopefully, if we do these 5 things, these are Jay's 5 keys to victory: run the ball, win the turnover battle, win in the trenches, a clean 4 quarters from Jimmy, and we got to execute on both sides of the ball on third down. We do these 4 things or these 5 things, I think we can definitely win this game. And that's why I have the 49ers winning 24-20. And I think the 49ers can win this game over them good old Green Bay Packers up at Lambeau Field. And Rodgers, since he's been with the Packers, he is 0-3 in the playoffs versus the 49ers. Clearly, that has no bearing on this game, but hey, stats are stats. And I can't wait for this game to start. Looks like it will start in about 1 hour and 15 minutes. I appreciate everyone coming through to the stream today. I love to have a lively chat. Nothing better than have a lively chat. Oh, looks like we got some breaking news. Very, very unfortunate breaking news. I just saw on my phone. Unfortunately, let me get this ticker up. So, unfortunate news for the 49ers secondary. Cornerback Ambry Thomas is out. Very, very, very unfortunate news for the 49ers. Man, who's going to be our starting quarterback opposite of Emmanuel Mosley now? Who do you guys think? Will it be Dante Johnson? Will it be Josh Norman? But this is unfortunate, man, because Ambry Thomas was playing pretty well. Unfortunately, he's got that bone bruise, and looks like it will not allow him to play. Very, very unfortunate. Yeah, very, very, very unfortunate. But yeah, here's a list of the 49ers inactives. Cornerback Ambry Thomas, running back Trey Sermon, defensive back Gerald Wilson, linebacker Marcel Harris, defensive back Demo Lenore, offensive lineman Jalen Moore, and defensive lineman Maurice Hurst. So those are your players who are inactive today. And the most notable is Ambry Thomas. He was projected to start. So that's very unfortunate that Ambry Thomas will be out. Let's see what the faithful think of this recent news. Tommy actually says we are done. Oh, man. I mean, who's going to start? I mean, it's either going to be, you figure, it's either going to be Josh Norman or Dante Johnson. Man. Hey, we're going to have to rely on this pass rush. This pass rush is going to have to eat. This pass rush is going to have to get after Aaron Rodgers. I agree with you, DDC. Terrible news, man. Terrible news. I agree with you, faithful. Terrible, terrible news. But hey, man, he suffered that bone bruise in last week's game. It's very unfortunate because he was playing pretty well. But hey, it is what it is. We're gonna have to, it's gonna have to be next man up mentality. But shout out to everyone that was in the chat today. I'm glad that everyone was involved in the show today. I appreciate the comments in the chat. Always great to have people in the comments enjoying the show and interacting with each other. I love it. Go Niners. I still think we can win this game. It's just going to be a little bit harder now. That's for sure, man. But someone's going to have to step up. Someone's going to have to step up. Just like Ambry Thomas stepped up when Josh Norman was benched. He stepped up and he played well. Another player's going to have to do the same, whether it's Josh Norman, whether it's Dante Johnson. If I had to guess, I would probably say Dante Johnson would probably start for Ambry. So, but yeah, that's very, very unfortunate news because I wanted to see Ambry Thomas today. He's been playing well. Y'all see it? He's been playing well, but Yeah, unfortunately, SG Sports Talk, that's not going to happen. We're not going to see Ambry Thomas, number 20, in there. So very unfortunate, but another player is just going to have to step up. So, but everyone have a great rest of your day. I will have a post-game stream tonight. Win, lose, or draw. Well, I guess there won't be a draw because it's playoffs, but win or loss, Jay and the Bay will have a post-game show tonight, of course, on the Jay and the Bay YouTube channel. 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I will see you guys tonight. I'm still confident in this team, but someone's going to have to step up for Ambry. There's no doubt. Someone's going to have to step up for Ambry. Everyone have a great rest of your day. Go Niners. I still think we can win this game 24-20. It's going to be a little bit harder. But thanks, everyone. Shout out to everyone watching Jay and the Bay Facebook, Jay and the Bay YouTube, Jay and the Bay Twitter. I will see you guys in the post-game live stream. Go Niners. See you then. Let's go Niners. Oh, looks like Tommy says Bakhtiari is out. Wow. Hey, that's unfortunate news for the Packers, but we're still going to have to be able to execute. Theodis Barber, what's good? Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you coming into the stream. I was just getting ready to end it. But go Niners, man. And I think we definitely got this, Theodis. You have a great rest of your day, everyone. Go Niners. I'll see you guys in the post game tonight.